In the previous video, we learned about using ABC model to analyze behavior and using the information to better respond or react to children. In this video, we will focus on applying ABC model to help children and learners learn appropriate behaviors. Sometimes we adults tend to spend too much time on dealing with children's negative or undesirable behaviors. To better manage or prevent misbehaviors, it is important to focus on helping children learn good behaviors. When we help children learn good behaviors, we avoid or reduce their misbehavior. When children behave nicely, we adults have less stress. Do you like that? I am sure your answer is yes. I am going to share with you how we use ABC model to help children learn appropriate behaviors at home or in school. Let's use Mary teacher and Paul's example again. The student gets up in class example. The behavior we observed was Paul getting up from his seat. This was happening several times during the math class. The antecedent is Paul couldn't see the board because other children bump into him when they are also trying to see the board. The consequences or responses that occurred after Paul got up were that the other children are distracted by Paul, tell the teacher he has left his seat, and call to him to return. What do you imagine the function of Paul's behavior was? The function of Paul's behavior is to see the board so he can learn. After we understand what purpose Paul's behavior is serving and what the A's and C's are, then we can choose strategies to prevent Paul's stand-up behavior or help Paul to have appropriate behavior. We can use proactive strategies to target the antecedents of behavior and to begin to support the creation of a predictable environment antecedent that would set Paul up to have good learning behaviors. In Teacher Mary's example, she rearranged the sitting, which is a proactive strategy that set up the right learning environment. By using a proactive strategy, she sets up the classroom environment to have her students to have good behavior and avoid the stand-up undesirable behavior. In this example, Teacher Mary can also use calm voice to ask Paul to sit down and use reasoning to let Paul know that he is disrupting the class. This is a responsive strategy to increase Paul to have appropriate behavior. Teacher Mary may also praise Paul when he is sitting down, behave nicely, and not disrupting the class. After a desirable behavior occurs, Teacher May can use reinforcement strategies to promote positive behavior to address challenging behaviors. Recognize Paul's appropriate behavior can reinforce the good behavior. You see how Teacher Mary used ABC model to develop strategies to change behaviors. The strategies that target A, we call they are proactive strategies. We can use proactive strategies to target the antecedents of behavior and to begin to support the creation of a safe, nurturing, and predictable classroom. The strategies that target C, we call they reinforcement strategies and responsive strategies. After a behavior occurs, we can use reinforcement strategies to promote positive behavior or responsive strategies to address challenging behaviors. We will discuss each area of strategies in detail in the next few modules. We know many of these strategies we discuss are not new to you. You may have seen or used them already. What we have done is package these critical ingredients and organize them in a way that clearly identifies the underlying values and rationale supporting their use and effectiveness. The reason that we learn different strategies is that different children will need a different combination of strategies to support their social, emotional learning and behavioral needs. We want you to have as many tools in your toolbox as possible so you can provide each child with the best possible opportunity for success and can then figure out what else they might need. To apply ABC to help children learn appropriate behaviors, we also have a tool for you. You can find out this PRR handout worksheet in the resource package or workbook. The PRR tool stands for Proactive Reinforcement Responsive Tool. You can brainstorm ideas with other teachers or adults and write down proactive, reinforcement, and responsive strategies that you may use to help children learn appropriate behavior. Remember, you will learn more strategies in the next few modules, and you will have more tools in your pocket. By combing the use of ABC Behavior Analysis tool and this PRR tool, you can better understand children's behavior, better manage, and better help them learn good behavior. The strategies that we have or will be shared have been shown to be effective to many parents and teachers. They found that using these strategies help them increase children's social emotional well-being, learn better self-regulation and emotion management skills, and have better learning outcomes. I would encourage you to try out in 2 cases, either your child or your student. Please share your experience with other teachers and adults. We can all learn from one another. We love to hear your stories.